Mr. Hornby, and I wanted to give you some opportunities to hear from Elrod. It's hard to communicate everything that goes on here day in and day out. I send out emails, teachers send out seesaw messages, we have a reader board outside, and now we're going to try video. So with these videos, at times, so we're going to bring in some facts that I find. We're also going to bring in some guests to kind of help talk about these things. And I also have 28 years experience in schools, and so you can take the bits and pieces that you like, and then of course disregard the rest. But hopefully there's something in there that is helpful for you as a parent, but also to let you know about how we do things at Elrod. So today's topic is attendance. So first of all, school is tough. At one point or another, for just about every student, they will experience obstacles, bumps, confusions, annoyances, just little things that get in the way of their day-to-day. But there's also a lot of fun things that happen with great adults and good friends. You might not get a chance to hear about all the fun because a lot of students will tend to focus on the bumps and annoyances of their day. So these issues, obviously, they impact academics, social life, their emotions. Sometimes they can even be physically taxing. I heard a story the other day of a student during a reading group who she kept nodding off during a reading group because it was late in the day. And it's a long day, and so of course when you're tired, a lot of us focus on those negative things. So we want to really help try to focus on positives, but also we want to build resiliency. And so I think this is the big question is, how do you build resiliency? The first thing is you show up. Show up and face the challenges that are in front of you. Not everybody wants to go to work every day, but you show up. I mean, you want a paycheck, but you also show up because it's time to face challenges. Another thing is allow your kids to make mistakes and fail. That's how they learn from situations. The best moments in my own kids' lives were when they were growing up were either awesome successes or they were outlandish failures. And those are all great opportunities. They learn so much from that. So there's a direct correlation, obviously, between being at school and not being here. So being at school and learning, there's an obvious correlation in that learning, right? So that seems obvious, I'm sure. So now I want to kind of define what absences are. So chronic absences, that means that they've missed 10% of the school year. So at this point, we're about 50 days into the school year, so that's missing 5 days. But we actually, well, first I'm going to say this. According to the Baltimore Education Research Consortium, by sixth grade, if you are chronically absent, if you have a history of being chronically absent where you've missed 10% or more of your schooling, that is the leading indicator for dropping out in high school. Okay? So that's why it's important to us that people are here. And right now at Elrod, we have 63 students who have missed at least 10% of the school year. And there's lots of reasons for that. So I'm not passing judgment on that. I'm just saying that there's a factor in learning with that. So they've missed 10%, but on average, those 63 students have missed 8.2 days out of the 50 days of school so far. So this is 8 reading groups, this is 8 math groups, it's 8 math lessons. So you know where I'm going with that. I mean, it's just 8 times that they missed lessons. And so there's no doubt that they're behind their classmates then. I know, like I said, I got to say this again, I know there's lots of reasons for absences. I mean, legitimate sicknesses, family vacations, which I don't want to discourage that at all because family vacations are important too. I'm just saying that the more you're here, obviously the more you learn. Okay, so wanted to offer a few suggestions. Okay, because I know there are a lot of times when kids say, I have a stomach ache, I don't want to go, please don't make me go to school, whatever. Of course some would rather be just playing video games at home or something. But instead of talking, because I hear lots of parents talk about screen time, instead of saying that you're going to take away screen time, I would flip the wording and say, if you make it to school 4 consecutive days, you can have 30 minutes of screen time a night or something like that. I mean, you set the parameters, but that's an idea. But sticking with that, with the goal of a certain number of days of school, you could also offer like other incentives like going ice skating or fishing, to the movie theaters. I mean, some of those things cost money, and you can probably come up with some free things too. But let's, the other thing I wanted to say is that you could set regular bed and morning routines, and you could lay out clothes the night before, have backpacks ready for the next day. I still do that. I'm in my 50s. I set up everything the night before and I'm ready to go. Okay, you could check Seesaw. You could check their backpack. I think those are 2 things you can do every night, even if there isn't a Seesaw message on a Wednesday night. Still, just check and see if there's anything that comes, from school. I'm kind of a roller coaster on how often I send emails. So sometimes I send 5 in a day, and sometimes I go 5 days without sending anything. So I apologize for that. I'm not consistent, but be watching for emails too. One big one to me, and this has been just, maybe it's more personal, but I think it's really important to have a rule where you have no electronics, no TV, no phone, no tablets in a bedroom. Because really, the bedroom is it should be that place where a student's mind goes to, like, this is where I go sleep. And so, focusing on that. I know lots of people put TVs in bedrooms. I just have never saw that as a successful thing. So ultimately, we just want to encourage as few of absences as possible. Our goal is to have all students make positive gains in reading and math. And, well, of course, those work ethic skills, those come along with it. But any improvements are definitely reduced when they're here at school. All the improvements are reduced if they're not here. And so I just want to encourage you to have your students come to school as often as they can. And that's the buzz here at Elrod on this November 16th. Have a great day. Bye-bye.